Parents, when was the last time you went on a family vacation without worrying about the price tag? And no, I don't mean going on one of those financially irresponsible vacations that we see all over Instagram, but more of going on vacation just to check a box. After paying off $43,000 worth of debt and building up a net worth to over $800,000, I realized that the biggest reward of all of that wasn't the money. It was the freedom to make memories with my beautiful 2 little children, my family, instead of all of the financial trade-offs. My name is Chris Wendt, and I help families build repeatable, consistent money systems without needing to increase their income. And I'm making this video because my family and I just got back from a vacation ourselves, and these topics are like top of mind for me. It was conversations that my wife and I were having over the weekend. And I'll also be walking through the 3 steps that I have all my families do who go through the Wealthy Parent Program, like Sandy, who found $1,200 in the first 6 weeks of the program. Gemma never saved this much money in her life. Kahisha, $1,300 and was able to still pay off debt during the first 6 weeks of the program. Kim found over $1,000 in the first 6 weeks of the program. To be honest, guys, this family vacation was long overdue. We hadn't gone on too many since our daughter was born. We've been, to a couple places, but really what I noticed after the first day on this vacation was, wow, we are just checking a box here because my wife and I were having conversations like, we don't want to do that. That's so it's a lot. It's like a lot. It's a lot. And we just have these conversations of going back and forth. She wanted to do a thing and I was like, I don't know. And then I wanted to do a thing. She's like, I don't know. And at the end of the first day, we're like, okay, enough of this crap here. We have to we did this for our kids. We went on vacation so that they could have experience. And I'd love to know, actually, you guys, all the parents that are watching this video, do you guys prefer giving your kids stuff or giving your kids experiences? So we're definitely on the experiences side of that. And there's no wrong answer here. I'm just kind of curious how the audience would shake out a little bit, what you guys think about that. Because at the end of the day, our thinking is toys are toys, stuff is stuff. When I think back to my childhood, it's always the family vacations, the experiences that I had, the places that I went to, not, the stuff that I accumulated over time, right? And so this was in an area that we hadn't really been to ever before. It was something where we could drive to, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. It was nice. We typically go to busy touristy spots, and this was just kind of secluded. It was nice. But enough about the vacation, right? Because at the end of the day, the conversations changed from the first day of ooh, I don't know, to boom, we're fine financially. So it's what are we doing? And I think it's just the mindset that got us to this point of being able to pay off $43,000 worth of debt, building up a net worth that we're pretty proud of. And it's the thought process of going through that. And these were the conversations we were having on our journey. But now it's okay, there's a lot of stability here. Let's just give a little bit for our kids on these little vacations that we do every once in a while, right? But now let's jump into the 3-step process that, again, I'm helping families go through in the Wealthy Parent Program. And if you're interested in the Wealthy Parent Program, there's actually a link below this video to book a call with me specifically. And I'm going to help you walk through the one thing holding you back from reaching the goals that you're trying to reach. So book a call below, and I hope to talk soon. All right, step 1 is called the 3-month look back. Basically what we want to do here is look back 90 days worth all of our expenses. Where has our money been going? This is going to be the biggest indicator of what to do next. This is the step that most people are most afraid of. And let me tell you, after they do the step, these same people that are afraid are like, oh my God, why didn't I do this sooner? I have so much clarity. So much clarity. And it's because if you've never looked at it before, a lot of times what people do, a lot of times what parents will do is they have certain expenses in their mind. They have the bills that they have to pay, and they know when those are going to be paid. It's very common. It's oh yeah, I know these 3 to 7 things that come out of my bank account every month or that we pay every month. And then they're like, yeah, but I got it. We got everything under control. But it's all the other expenses that are, pulling from your bank account or using on your credit card, whatever, that most people just don't know what's happening, because I don't even know what I had for breakfast 2 days ago, let alone the expenses that I made 30 days ago. I don't know. I have no clue, right? Because we're just in the moment. We're hustling, we're grinding, kid stuff is happening. It's a crazy life, right? So this gives us data and an opportunity to just visualize what's happening there. Then step 2, North Star goals. So what we want to do here is we want to pause this. We want to go through this and like, ooh, God, okay, this hurts. Like, oh, looking at these categories where we spent money and we're like, wow, I can't believe I spent this much. And you're arguing with your spouse. Like, all right, we'll put that on pause, because right now what I want you to do is kind of more of a happy exercise. Like, what are your North Star goals? What is most important to you and your family? These could be life goals, family goals, financial goals, non-negotiables, things happening now, things happening in the future, etc. You get it. And what this is going to do is just clearly list out the things where you probably want to and should potentially put more resources to, meaning money, of course, time, effort, sacrifices, all of those things. And then the idea here is anything not on that list, you're giving yourself permission to put less resources towards. Because after that is the realignment step, where we're basically combining these two exercises that we've already done, and we're going to say, okay, there's 3 words here that I want you to think about in realignment. It's more, it's same, and it's less. The concept here is when you look at, your 3-month look back and your North Star goals, the first thing you'll probably notice is, wow, the money that we're spending is not going to these things, like, at all. And that's okay, because if you've never done this, of course it's not, because you've never thought about it this way. You've never visualized it in this way to be able to make it happen. So the first thing you want to do is oh wow, look at the things on your North Star goals list, and be like, okay, the top things that I have on here, is that where my money's going? The answer is gonna be no, right? So it's okay, let's increase that. So this could be financial goals. This could be paying off debt, saving, kids' retirement, or kids' education, right? Family vacations, right? The whole topic of this video, and just be okay, great. I would like to be putting more towards it. So you kind of sketch out a rough number of going forward, what would you like to be spending, aka a budget, right? How much do I want to be spending in each category? Same is something like utilities, where it's probably not on your North Star goal list. Let me know down in the comments if utilities is very, very important to you in terms of I love utilities. This is one of my long-term obligations in life. I don't know, whatever. Whatever you've been spending the last 90 days, just take the average of that and kind of move it forward. That's what the same means. And then less. This is the best category, because this is where you've just been spending your money inefficiently towards things that aren't on your North Star goal list. And the best part about the North Star goal list, you're giving yourself permission to remove, eliminate, completely, less, reduce, right? All these fun words, in order to move them to other more valuable things that you're telling yourself matter to you the most. So a couple categories that come to mind that most people are wow, I can't believe I'm spending this much. Restaurant dining out, food delivery sort of thing, shopping, Amazon, Walmart, even TikTok Shop is a big one. It's just all these things that really add up. And I hate the idea, first of all, of cut. There's all this content around there, oh, you got to cut hard. You got to really, eat rice and beans, and you got to do all this stuff. And I just completely disagree. Now, will you get results quickly by doing that? Absolutely. Absolutely you will. However, what I like to do and help parents with is building sustainable systems that they can literally use every single month. Not this seesaw battle of 2 great months, 3 horrible months, 2 good months, 3 pretty good. Everyone's gone through that. It doesn't work, because you're going through these sprinty things, and you just kind of burn out, and you're I really need my Chipotle burritos, but I'm not allowing myself to do it, right? And that's what this process is. So basically just looking at where you spent your money, where would you like it to go, and then sort of making a plan for the next month, and then making small little 1% improvements every single month. So again, guys, there's a link below this video to take your first step to becoming a wealthy parent. It's booking a call to help you unlock the one thing keeping you stuck from where you are to where you want to go. I hope to see you in there. If not, you can just check out this video right here.